This is Jim again with All About Insurance Claims. I'm doing a series of videos on different types of insurance claims. Things that you can do before an insurance claim occurs to make things go much easier, but also some things that you can do after the loss. And later we will be looking at some individual claim scenarios so you can know what to expect and how things will normally be handled. If you like the video, I would ask you, if you will, to hit the subscribe button and tell your friends and neighbors about it, because we all, at one time or another, it appears that we will have an insurance claim of some type. Hopefully it won't be very severe, but we can never rule out that possibility. Today we're going to be looking at things that you can do prior to an automobile insurance claim. One of the major things that I like to tell people is make an inspection of your vehicle. Or if you're not competent, have an experienced automobile technician look at your vehicle and examine the tires, the brakes, the lights, anything that I would consider crucial. Those things that in the event of a loss, if they failed, could cause serious injury or property damage. If your brakes fail, if your tires are slick, bald, there's no tread left, you need to do something to see that you have good tires on your vehicle. Those are some things that you can do ahead of time. And one of the things that I really like to caution people to do is to keep receipts for any and all work that they have done on their automobile. Be sure the receipt is very descriptive, that it lays out in detail exactly what was done, and be sure it's signed. You need someone's signature on that so that you can date it, so that you can know, okay, John Jones did this and he did it on a certain date. Just as a personal note, I recall a number of years ago when my wife and daughters were driving on a state highway, and while they were driving along, a wheel came off the vehicle that they were driving. Fortunately, she was driving very slowly and nothing occurred. There was no damage to the vehicle. There was no damage to anyone else, even though the tire went across the road into another ditch. Well, it so happened that there had been the wheel had been taken off by a shop and reinstalled, but the lug nuts that secure the wheel to the axle were not properly torqued, not properly tightened, and therefore the wheel came off. Well, if there had been serious injury or property damage, it would have been good to have a receipt that recorded all of that information as to who did it, when they did it, and signed. Those are one of the things that we can do. Always be proactive in that kind of area. Another thing, always keep a good camera with fresh batteries in your vehicle. If your cell phone is charged up well, you can take pictures with it, because a lot of times you won't be able to use the accessory electrical service that's on your vehicle, so you're going to be dependent on what you carry with you. So always be sure that you've got good pictures, because you never know after a loss occurs what kind of pictures you will need. You may need pictures of the surrounding scene so you can properly identify where you were. Any vehicles, sometimes vehicles come by and stop, but they go on, they don't stay. But if you can get a picture of the license tag of that car that stopped, then they can be traced and they can be potential witnesses. So always keep a camera and cell phone in your vehicle so that you'll be able to take as many pictures after a loss as you can. Always keep an emergency kit in your car. You never know where you will be stranded, the weather conditions or whatever. So always keep an emergency kit in your car so that you can administer first aid to others, or others can administer first aid to you. Those are some things that you can do. Excuse me. Get to know the repair shops in the area. A lot of insurance companies use what they call preferred shops. If you have an accident with your car, they want it taken to a particular shop for repairs. They usually select these repair shops based upon their training, their experience, their expertise, their knowledge, and also on whether or not they have a good reputation in the area and they're properly insured. You don't want someone to do work on your car that's not insured in the event that they do something that they shouldn't. So get to know who those people are from your agent. Get to know your insurance agent, the personnel in your insurance agency. Get to know them. Be able to put a face with a name. Those are some things that you can do on the front end that will help any claim experience go much easier. Find out from your agent or the repair shop who will be towing your vehicle in the event it needs to be towed. You want to know that the tow service, that they have insurance, because they can damage your vehicle as well. You want to know that you want to know all these things beforehand. You don't want to find out later in an unpleasant situation that John Jones was towing my vehicle from the scene of the loss to a repair facility. He had an accident, he damaged my vehicle, he killed people, whatever. Maybe he had an accident. You want to know that they're properly insured. If they're in business these days, they need to be insured, regardless of what you do. But right now we're talking about in the event of an automobile accident. Find out from your agent what your policy covers, what it doesn't cover, what your deductible is. If you have rental coverage on your automobile policy, you may need that vehicle every day in your work or for personal use. And it's something you have to have every day. Well, you can purchase rental coverage in the event your vehicle is disabled because of a covered loss. You need to find out from your agency just what you have. Need to find out from your agent, okay, I drive others' vehicles sometime. Other people drive my vehicles. Not on a regular basis, but sporadically, periodically. They drive my vehicle and I drive others. What kind of coverage do I have for that? See, you know best of anyone, what your normal driving habits are, what you do on a day-to-day basis. Don't try to keep things from your agent. Let them know everything that you can possibly divulge so that they will know ahead of time what they can alert the insurance company, and if there's questions about what coverage you might have, the insurance companies can tell you, okay, you have coverage in this event or in that event. So you need to know those things on the front end. You can't have too much information, and your insurance company can't have too much information, but it's best if you've got this information before a loss occurs. So always be cognizant of that. My point is, you need to do as much as you can so that in the event of an automobile accident, you're as well prepared and you're as well informed as you can possibly be. And you need to find out from your agent and also from your insurance company, if I have a loss, how cooperative am I to be at the scene? Do I cooperate with the witnesses? Do I cooperate with drivers of other vehicles who were involved in the accident? What am I supposed to do? You need to find that out ahead of time rather than just start making decisions after something has occurred when you're very upset, it's a traumatic situation, you're confused. Find out ahead of time. And one other thing is to be sure and keep all documents relating to your vehicle and your car. Proof of insurance, license, title receipts, anything that you've got, repair receipts. Keep all of that in your vehicle, and you're supposed to, but be sure and have that so that you won't have to be fumbling for it later, but have it in a clearly marked envelope, say in the glove compartment or wherever. So have all of those things available for the police in the event that an accident does occur. My point is, we need to be proactive. We need to do all we can so that we will be better prepared in the event a loss occurs. I ask you again, if you like this video, there are many more coming. I ask you to hit the subscribe button below, and that way you will be notified of forthcoming videos, and we'll be covering a lot of different subjects that pertain to insurance claims. Again, I thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.